data and information in the digital world is certainly becoming very interesting in regards to how it's being incorporated. The future of retail and so forth has been a very big interest of mine as I've done my research regarding the various different cryptocurrencies. And one that definitely catches my eye, Nucleus Vision. I've been meaning to talk about this. I've actually spoken with people regarding this technology, and it's interesting the way that this particular cryptocurrency has gotten hype. Definitely social media has been a driving force behind the way that people have come to first get acquainted with it. However, also it is very interesting the way that we're seeing retail stores. Toys R Us just closed its doors. All these different brick and mortar locations. Certainly, there's a new demand for a system that can make the transaction when it comes to walking into a physical location and having the digital world and all the various things that are made possible through the simple technologies that are slowly but surely working their way into our daily lives. This is one of the major steps regarding mass adoption, one of the major steps regarding how cryptocurrencies taking us into the world of tomorrow, how blockchain technology is actually revolutionizing the way that all sorts of things from membership programs when you walk into a brick and mortar store to giving the consumer control of their own data. That's one of the fundamental things that's very important for me when I personally, when you go onto a site like Amazon, you're freely giving up your information. Obviously with the huge deal that's been going on lately involving Facebook and so forth, data is definitely something that's coming into the public consciousness, and that consumer data that everybody constantly it's just something that's becoming a bigger and bigger variable as things continue to develop, and which is why something like Nucleus Vision is definitely a technology that has an ability, definitely some sort of prospects in regards to some significant gains that we could be seeing as things continue to progress and move forward. So certainly it's interesting to see the amount of attention, although it is definitely social media driven. So definitely a lot of attention given to this particular technology in a very early stage. There's been a lot of talk about the different partnerships and so forth, and a lot of the various different prospects and avenues that we could be seeing in regards to the next step in the development of this technology. And as we currently now is an interesting time to be looking into various different technologies, and considering that obviously we're seeing such a interesting market right now with certainly a lot of people saying, we've got Nucleus Vision at number 85 position, but also in the green when you consider how many things on here are just doing god awful in comparison to the way that things were going a little while ago. Certainly my opinion regarding the market that we're seeing right now, I think that it's a healthy correction to give my opinion regarding these things. However, it is interesting to see the various technologies that have managed to actually exert themselves and make a name for themselves in this time frame where we're starting to see. And certainly I think that it's interesting to see how these technologies bounce back from the different market red times and green times and so forth, because when everything's going up and up and up, at times it can be a little bit more difficult to see the different variables that are in place when things are working behind the scenes. And when it comes to Nucleus Vision, I think when I go into a grocery store, I like the idea of having my data and so forth being in my own hands. And this is the world of tomorrow. These technologies, basically any brick and mortar location is trying to get data just as much as they're trying to get anything from a customer, because it's worth money. That's the fundamental fact, is that there's a value with every single person who's walking around with a cell phone, and Nucleus Vision is working to establish themselves and basically position themselves in a way where gathering data becomes much more easily done, and it basically capitalizes on the fact that, hey, somebody comes into the store, they're walking around, they're browsing, maybe they don't spend very much money, maybe they don't even spend any money at all. However, the establishment that those people walk into has the ability to get data from those people, which is fundamentally an interesting it's definitely part of the paradigm shift with cryptocurrency, and certainly that consumer would want to have control over that data. You don't just want your data getting picked out of your pocket for no apparent reason without your consent. So certainly Nucleus Vision implementing that sort of checks and balances system into the world of like brick and mortars and above and beyond to all different sorts of things, and of course with the rewards program and so forth like that, giving customers more incentive along those lines. A lot of different variables coming into coordination. So for me, it's definitely an interesting technology to pay attention to. Certainly I've been having a little bit more, I've been giving my attention to a lot of different cryptos across the board, but it is something interesting to speak upon, and I'll definitely be following Nucleus Vision and perhaps even considering taking up a position on this technology. But that's just my opinion. Remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I only make these videos for the sole purpose of sharing my opinion. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I make these videos just so that I could have discussion purposes and share my personal opinion and hear what you guys have to say for the purposes of dialogue. But remember, at the end of the day, I'm not your dad. So when it comes to looking at a technology, especially one that we haven't necessarily looked at before on this channel, certainly I've talked about it on other platforms and so forth. However, it is important to say that the purpose of this YouTube channel is basically just having a discussion regarding these technologies, and helping people advance as in regards to understanding the various knowledge and so forth, because I'm always interested in telling you guys what I'm doing. I'm not really interested in what you guys are doing. That's up into your personal lives. Basically all I can do is share what's going on from my perspective. But remember, if you guys are interested, definitely get your information from the source when it comes to these things. You guys can actually go and follow Nucleus Vision on using their Twitter handle at Nucleus Vision. Definitely Twitter's an amazing resource when it comes to gathering information and understanding new things in regards to the world of cryptocurrency and in general. So I always say that that knowledge is power when it comes to these things, and they've been really good at keeping us up to date. Today's March 31st. Their last tweet was March 30th, so it's definitely interesting to see the way that they've been, and of course different things in the realm of AI and so forth. Always interesting when I get involved with crypto to always find the information. So definitely go and follow them on Twitter. And while you're at it, you guys definitely go and follow my Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber. And I'll actually be including a link to my Twitter in the description down below. It'll actually be the first link provided in the description. So if you guys are interested in connecting with me and sharing information with me through Twitter and so forth, well, that's one way that you can do it. So there's that. But yeah, when it comes to NCASH, the news regarding it, Nucleus Vision and its real world potential, see by the Crypto Gazette, take that as you may. However, I think that it's interesting to think about the fact that when I go through this list of cryptocurrencies, my number one thing that I think about is how do these technologies actually have fundamental real world potential that's going to set them aside from all the other cryptos out there in the world, and all the different technologies and so forth that are attempting to exert themselves in the world of tomorrow. And when it comes to Nucleus Vision, they're basically the way that they've positioned themselves in regards to basically how data is going to be affecting the people in the world of tomorrow. It's definitely something for me to, in my personal opinion, I think that the future of retail is going to be colored by cryptocurrencies and data and all these different things. It's definitely something very exciting to be paying attention as we move forward and see the different incorporations that are taking place regarding cryptos and the possibilities that are in store for people and how we interact in our day-to-day lives, and it's definitely gives us a good idea of how mass adoption of these technologies and so forth is going to be playing a big role as we continue to see things develop and so forth. So yeah, definitely go and make sure you guys go follow Nucleus Vision on their Twitter, and definitely check out my Twitter as well. And yeah, it's really awesome to see the community that we've actually been growing on this channel so quickly. We currently have over 15,000 subscribers, so I just want to thank each and every one of you. Big fat thanks to everybody for coming on board. At this point, this channel has been growing really quickly, and it's really awesome to see everybody. So if you aren't already, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. But yeah, as far as these things are going, I think that it is interesting to be looking into the different technologies, considering the fact that we are looking at the market cap. The global market capitalization is definitely, I mean, at 263 billion currently right now. So it's interesting to be looking for different technologies to pay attention to as far as news and development and so forth. Well, the market cap is all the way down here, rather than making those calls when the market's all the way up here. Definitely an interesting perspective to be taken on that to that regard. But also remember, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. That's not financial advice. Just standard disclaimer, just for the sole purpose of the fact that I'd like everybody out there to understand that you're responsible for your own decisions. But when it comes to Nucleus Vision, definitely one of those technologies that I find interesting to be following. And my understanding of it, fundamentally data driven as far as I'm concerned. Very interesting to just look at the team behind it, a lot of the different variables that are going into this technology as it continues to develop. But if you guys are interested in seeing some other YouTube videos that actually have some interesting points to make regarding these technologies, I'll actually be including a link to this video by FUD TV, NCASH to mobilize global retail, Nucleus Vision worth the hype, customer. So yeah, definitely an interesting video here. Yeah, so you guys should definitely go and subscribe to these guys as well. I find this content really helpful. I found this video was really important and informative, so I'll be including a link to this video down in the description as well, because personally I think that it's important to get a bunch of different perspectives when it comes to understanding these things. Certainly it's important to be getting your information directly from the source, but I find certain YouTube videos are definitely informative and helpful, so I'll be including a link to this video by Altcoin Buzz in the description as well. Nucleus Vision and NCASH token review, definitely an interesting video and worth your time. Only a 10-minute 30-second video. So and Altcoin Buzz is definitely one of those YouTube channels that I would always recommend to anybody in the world of cryptocurrency, just because of the way that they operate, and it's very professional and always interesting, and definitely interesting to see the way that they've been moving themselves forward into the next paradigm as cryptocurrency becomes more mainstream. So it's definitely interesting to be looking at how Altcoin Buzz has been developing their perspective. So obviously when they have a video regarding something like this, I'm always bound to watch it. So definitely something worth to be checked out right there. Yeah, Nucleus Vision and NCASH, something really interesting to be checking out. The various markets that it's available on and so forth. Of course, Binance and so forth. Pretty interesting. You know, obviously you guys can check this out on market capitalization. But yeah, I mean, there's another video I'd also want to shout out right here too. You guys should also go subscribe to him as well. NCASH partnerships, talks about a lot of the different possibilities that are in store, because I know a lot of people were interested in regards to the partnerships. I'll probably make a future video regarding on this once more developments make themselves known. However, I did find this video interesting in regards to all of that, so I will be including a link to this video in the description as well. And I thank you guys for watching this piece of content. Remember to subscribe to this channel, leave a comment down below, and of course like this video and so forth. And I thank you guys for watching this video. Thanks for making this community what it is now today, and I'm always interested in hearing your feedback. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next video.